Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. We're getting real close to Christmas, and I thought I would just hop on really quick with a book review for you because I was sent this book in the mail from Rubber Stamp Madness, and this is their Stamping All Year Long book. They don't know that I'm doing this review. They didn't ask me to. I just thought it would be kind of fun to share this since I really enjoyed looking at it the other night. And okay, this is what I love about magazines. This isn't a magazine, it's a book. There's no advertising in it, and it is $25, so it's a little bit more expensive than a magazine. But the thing I love about magazines is that you can kind of sit down and relax and, you know, just chill out, escape, and, you know, just take like a 5, 10, 15-minute vacation. That's what I love about magazines. And when this came in the mail, it was one of those nights where, Mom, I need a Yankee Swap gift and 2 dozen cupcakes in an hour and a half, and it's like, Christmas, you know, and I'm like stressed out and feeling like I'm dropping every ball I have in the air. And this came and I just sat, I'm like, oh, stamping, pretty, ooh, I want that stamp, you know. It's just like, oh, you know. And when I was looking at these pieces, and there's a lot of scene stamping in this magazine or book, I was instantly relaxed, and I was saying, oh, look at all the little highlights they must have put with like a white pen on that. And scene stamping is not something that I get a chance to do very often because it takes planning and time, and I don't often just let myself take that kind of time with my hobby. A lot of times I'm doing quick and easy stuff to just kind of get the videos out so you guys can be inspired, and I don't, you know, take the time just to stamp for myself a lot now, which is kind of crazy. So this kind of reminded me, and there's some really cute scenes that the artists in this magazine have put together, really timeless, and I would encourage anybody who likes the more classic, real, like stamp art, rubber stamp stuff to check out this book because I think you would enjoy it. I mean, something like that probably took like 3 hours or more to create. So it's just really nice if you want to see an alternative to quick and easy, which seems to be the trend in most of the magazines right now. So I would really recommend it. It is $25. They didn't ask me to review it, but I thought I would since I just got it in the mail, and it might be something that you would find interesting or would make for a good gift for one of your friends. Now, another idea I wanted to give you guys for a gift, and it just kind of came to me as I was looking through this magazine, giving somebody a magazine of their hobby is a great Christmas gift. You can go into your bookstore like Barnes & Noble or BAM or any of the craft stores like Joann's or AC Moore or Michael's, even sometimes your grocery store and department stores. I know Walmart actually has ours in Brewer, Maine, has some decent craft magazines like quilting, mostly quilting and knitting and whatnot. But if you know somebody that's just started to crochet or knit or quilt, or even somebody that's been doing it for a long time, they have magazines just on cross-stitching or guitar playing. Whatever it is that somebody's interested in, buy them a magazine. So for like under 10 bucks, you can give them basically an evening of relaxation. Because I know when I get a magazine, when the kids go to bed, I'll sit down with it, maybe have a cup of tea or a glass of wine, and I will just spend like a couple hours just poring over all of the gorgeous artwork in the magazine. And maybe if it's like the beginning of the day and I'm looking at it, I may be inspired to go grab my supplies and make something. So you're giving somebody the gift of inspiration and of relaxation and like a little mini escape when you give somebody a magazine in their hobby. And it's something you could pick up very quickly and inexpensively. Most magazines are under 10 bucks. They even have coloring book magazines now. I mean, they have everything. I was just in BAM a couple weeks ago, in Barnes & Noble a couple weeks ago too, and they all had a bunch of different kinds of magazines in arts and crafts and hobbies. So you can really find something for everyone. It would be appreciated, and it's not going to cost you a lot of money. If you want to kind of bring up that gift a little bit more, you could add a box of their favorite, you know, gourmet tea or coffee or a bottle of wine, or you know, maybe some chocolates or something like that, a treat that you know they'll enjoy. And it would be a really thoughtful gift that's not going to clutter up their house or, you know, collect dust on a shelf. Because I mean, with magazines, I tend to read them and then I give them to a friend who also enjoys the same hobby as I do, so they don't go to waste, and then they can keep on inspiring more people. And plus, I have to say, I just really love magazines. I love the magazine industry, and I want it to thrive. I know we all have our digital devices, but I'm telling you what, when it's an art magazine or a beading magazine, I don't want it on my Kindle. I want to hold it. I want to be able to like open it up on my table and put a couple coffee cans on it to hold the pages open, and you know, fling my paint around and not worry that I'm going to splash stuff on an iPad. You know, if I get a little ink on my magazine, no big deal. You know, it's a magazine. I'm not worried about like covering my computer with paint. So, you know, it's a simple thing sometimes that are so enjoyable, and I think it's really a thoughtful gift. So whatever it is, whatever hobby you're into or your friend is into, think about picking up a magazine for them, because I think it's a great last minute gift that would be truly appreciated. I hope you have a wonderful Christmas. If I don't see you or talk to you again until the holiday's over, please stay safe, travel safely, and Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting.